here at the arena in San Juan. We're just right at the protocol part of the game between UP and Adamson. We are about to start. Later on, Ateneo and FEU will be locking horns as we are almost done with the first round. Actually, for Adamson University, this is the last game, if I'm not mistaken, in the first round before we move on to the second round. It's a double round robin format. And then the top 4 teams advance to the semifinals, with the top 2 teams having the twice to beat advantage. It has been a long time since UP has been very competitive in women's volleyball. And I wonder where the sports program is heading in terms of bolstering their women's volleyball team. But right now, their team is second to last to FEU, which is the winless team so far this year. Let's check out the starting 6 for both teams.
Number 5, Mayet Zapata. Number 8, Angela Benting, team captain. Number 10, Shampong Ginlog. Number 12, Des Patilano. Their libero number 1, Angel Vasquez. And head coach, Mami Dulce Pante. And now the starters for the UP Fighting Lady Maroons. Number 5, Angeli Araneta. Number 8, Pau Henido. Number 11, Aya Del Mundo. Number 12, Eileen Quejas. Number 17, Sal Ramos. Number 18, Carmela Lopez, team captain. Their libero number 13, Amanda Isada. And head coach, Pip Isada.
Well, there you go, the starting 6 for UP and Adamson. Of course, we mentioned the pregame. If Zapanta gets going and if it shows enough support, this team will have at least 4 players that they could go to. Now that, of course, Sheila Pineda has already won a Best Player award in one of their games, because really showing a lot of promise here for Adamson University, this transferee, Sheila Pineda. Now, if Zapanta gets into that scoring mentality going into the second round, might be very crucial for Adamson University, which has, you know, in the previous years, just recently, obviously, been very consistent Final Four team. UP is a very different story. Still looking for a time where they can really be very competitive here in women's volleyball. And first point going to Adamson University.
For the Lady Falcons.
Go right away to Quejas. They've always had height, though, this UP team.
That's right, and I think that's something that they will utilize in today's game, knowing that they have the height advantage over Adamson.
And Adamson, always known to be one of the scrappier teams in the league, not really a blocking team, at least in the last 3 or 4 years. No, they've really never been good blockers in terms of as a team, but they have incredible floor defense. Mami Dulce, of course, is very proud of that combination play as Mela Lopez sends it to the other side. Soriano right there over 2 blockers. All right, let's welcome our courtside reporters for today from the Adamson University side. We welcome back Jessica Mendoza. Jessica, go ahead.
Boom, if you want to know just how confident Adamson is with their teams, well, get this. They did not practice at all during the holidays, which for them lasted from December 20 to January 2. Coach Dulce Pante told me that she wanted to give her girls time to rest and spend time with their families. Pinakawalan ko sila, she said, provided na magta-train pa rin sila kahit papano. Kahit magpapawis lang sila, kumbaga yun yung deal namin. They began practicing again last Monday, and Coach told me that they still all seem well-conditioned. Mukhang excited naman silang maglaro ulit, she said. Boom and Ann.
Thank you very much,
Very different.
Yeah, very different approach from the previous, like yesterday, all of the teams, no, have gone back to practice early. through the holidays for practicing. But then again, you also have to consider some of these players go back to the provinces for
That's
the
right.
holidays. Not all of them are Manila-based.
So what the coaches would count on would be the discipline
Yes.
in these players, that even if they went back to their respective provinces, they would still probably, you know, keep themselves fit.
And the renewed vigor coming into the new year, you know, seeing your
Excited,
family, that's right. Having a new energy coming into 2011. Doon naman tayo sa kabila, the hard-working Maan Panganiban reporting for UP. Dito na natulog yan sa San Juan.
Yes, Boom, having only 5 days of rest, the UP Fighting Maroons are ready to take on the Adamson Lady Falcons. Now, their main focus in today's game is how they could utilize their blocking without compromising the fluid movement of their backcourt. And the majority of the Adamson spikers are really small, so UP's blocking will be different, the timing that is. Also, smaller spikers mean their attacks are less sharp and longer. Now, having these things in mind, expect UP's defense to be a little scattered. Now, when I spoke with Coach Vip, he said he's expecting that the girls do what they're supposed to do. They've been training and practicing hard, so that pretty much wraps up the game plan. Nothing fancy, just simple volleyball. Boom and Ad.
Thank you very much. They're the number 4 team in terms of blocking. They've always been there in that standing 3 or 4. So it's a matter of coverage also. Kanina, nahuli sila sa coverage, giving Adamson the point, but they take it back. So Venido now will serve 5, serving 6.
You know, I think one thing that Maan also mentioned is the fact that Coach Vip just wants the girls to play it simple volleyball lang. Basic volleyball lang tayo. Nothing extravagant. So they're really, I guess, yung sigurado. They want to be safe.
Try to get a rhythm.
Yep.
And see what happens. Araneta cross court. Penting is there. Patilano. Timlog is rejected by Crejas. Yan ang importante dito, yung pagkatapos ng block sa UP, ano? And may violations. And then, you know that they can block it. The deflections after kung mahahabol nila.
And that's very important because yun yung mas mahirap eh. It's harder to get than an attack perhaps. Na diretso lang. You know what the direction is.
Yep. And there probably is a rotation error. So a free point.
And they do acknowledge.
It's now 7-6. And UP serving with Angeli.
Maaga pala. Tagal na kasi hindi nag-practice eh. Kaya
Oo nga, over the holidays.
nakalimutan ng
But it's
pwesto.
also important, diba? You training as a team.
It's outside, point for
So
UP.
that extra point plus this one, 2 straight points to tie the game for UP. Angeli Araneta now. Lourdes Patilano back set to Zapanta.
It's out.
No, really, we go to a technical timeout, but I have a question for you about Luisa May Zapanta. We'll ask that after this. Hang on, please. Back here at the arena on a Sunday, it's San Juan. Yesterday we had LaSalle and UE seeing action, and also NU UST, exciting 5-setter. Today, Adamson University are coming back for the year 2011. Sheila Pineda, the transferee, Luisa May Zapanta, the sophomore, going up against the UP Lady Maroons. My question about Luisa Zapanta is, have you seen her do like a tip or off speed? Because I don't remember.
There probably have been a
Sure,
few
yeah.
times, but majority of the times that she would go for an attack, the first option really, and maybe 90% of the time, it would be like a hard or strong spike.
Kahit mali nga yung set eh, no?
Pinipilit
Hinahabol
niya.
oh.
Oh, that's right.
Seems to have that kind of mentality. Adamson getting a point courtesy of Sheila Pineda. Both teams look like they're warming up here in the first set. Later on, Ateneo and FEU will see action. Yes, a joust. They go back to the captain, Mela Lopez. That's a check ball. I'm just happy to see Mela back. You know, remember when she injured herself mid-season last year with Barcelona carrying the load for this team. And of course, wala na sila Montero. Isa pa sila Jeff Montero. And Mela Lopez looks like she's fit for the year too.
And I guess she knows that she really has to step up and really be a leader.
Set Combination play, this one for Southland. And it still makes it inside. She knew she kind of hit that the wrong way, but still got the point here. 10 serving 8. Important for UP not to fall behind early in the game. Patilano, Soriano. Yun ang importante nga dyan. They have the height, but can they block effectively and have coverage?
And again, for blocking, what's important is for you to be able to read the attacker well. Hindi yung talon lang din ng talon.
Yes, gets it off Angela Benting, the captain of Adamson. So that's a point for UP. They maintain a 2-point lead as Pauline Henido marches into the front line for the Lady Maroons. 1-4. And the team standings. Patilano to the captain, Angela. Off speed. Southland to Mela. Cross court. Zapanta was there. They go back to Angela.
Oh, and this is the coverage that the UP Lady Maroons need in order to keep the ball alive.
Ang tatangkad kasi nila, no? So, you know, yung habol medyo mabagal ng konti. Sada, the libero. Good combination play. Picked up by Adamson. Soriano again. The block. And Sada unable to dig that up effectively. So we're tied at 11. Pao Soriano and Angela Benting, of course, in the top 10 of our best scorers. Number 6 and number 4, respectively. Benting is number 4. Ramos checked. Henido finds a spot.
And a lot of the points of UP really coming from the middle, and this just goes to show the height advantage is something that they are leveraging on over Adamson.
Pag ganyan na labanan, may laban sila.
You see that the girls are really aggressive, no, in the front line. Yung mga over ball.
That's a great single block by Pauline Henido, one of the better scorers of the league, Angela Benting.
Single block.
Back with a facial. Which, by the way, is a legal hit for those trying to learn the...
As long as it doesn't touch the floor.
Correct. Mela Lopez digging. That's Southland with a little power, so it's off the blockers. They get their biggest lead of the game at 14-11. A good start for the Lady Maroons.
And you know, this could be the difference of a team that trained over the holidays versus a team that, you know, had to have that break. Because you can see that yung difference in movement. Right now, UP is very scrappy when it comes to their blocking. Even in attacks, they have more plays. While Adamson right now is just sticking to the outside hitters or basic quick setups if they get to have a good reception.
Boy, this team needs a win badly. They need a win badly for their morale. And they get to the technical timeout first. 16-11. Back in a moment.